Hello, Atticans. Today I'm going to tell you the story of the time I had a youth leader tell me that I was a creeper. I'm Bryce.
I'm Spencer.
And this is the Attic Quiz Show. We're going to be doing this episode unscripted just to see how it works. We're probably going to still have to edit it. So every time you see a jump cut, just be like, they messed up. So, to the story. This was at family camp. It's 1 week in the beginning of August. So in 2016, we went there. And they have Bible classes for all the kids. And I was in the high school class. And the first class, we were just learning everybody's names. And the youth leader guy is like, he went through all the names best he could. And then he said, all right, an ice cream cone to anyone who can say everyone's name. I was like, easy. I'm good with names. So I did it. Not a problem. And then I got an ice cream. So, the next year, I was like, okay, I wonder if I can get an ice cream cone again. So, I was trying to think of a way that I could give myself a little bit of an edge, perhaps. So I'd been reading some Sherlock Holmes, and with all these newfound deductive skills that I had acquired, I realized what I could do. So, they give you a little sheet of all the cabins, and which families are in the cabins, where the families are from, and their kids' names and ages. I was like, okay, I can memorize all the names of all the kids ages 14 to 17, and then I'll have a pool of names to draw upon when I try to memorize, or I already have them memorized, but when I try to get that ice cream cone. So, I was like, yeah, should I do this? Would it be weird, or would it be cool? And I was like, yeah, it'd be more cool than weird. So, 15 minutes beforehand, I went through the list, memorized all the names, kept repeating to myself as I walked to the building, and then, during the class, the guy who was the leader last year had become like more of a head guy, so he was there a little bit in the beginning, but then he left, and we had different teachers. So, after we learned everybody's names, I raised my hand and was like, now listen, the guy last year, he gave me an ice cream cone when I said everybody's names. Would you give me an ice cream cone this year if I said everyone's name? And they're like, we'll see. I was like, well, good enough for me. So, I went through and did everybody's names. I was like, that went well. Should I tell them how I did it? You know, Sherlock Holmes always tells people his methods. He always tells Watson how he did it. So I was like, this would be something cool. So I was like, oh yeah, by the way, I went through the cabin list and memorized everybody's names ages 14 to 17. And everybody was like, and then this person directly across from me was like, creeper. I kid you not.
Well, actually, yeah, after Bryce had said all the names, I was wishing to myself that I had done the same thing and been as clever, but I hadn't.
Yeah, now did I tell you that I was going to do that?
I think you said something in the cabin.
I told Colin. I told Colin I was going to do it.
Afterwards, I think we split up and then we met up at the class again, and you'd memorized it before the class.
Yeah, well, tough luck. But anyway, everybody was like, creeper, you have... One guy told me that I had too much time. So, that didn't go as well as I had hoped, but I didn't really mind that much. It did pop up a few times throughout the week, but later in the week, I was talking to the guy who had given me the ice cream the year before, asking if he'd get me another ice cream, reminding him, because he was busy. And he's like, oh yeah, I'll get you that ice cream. And by the way, how does it feel to be a creeper? And I was like, I didn't know what to say. So, the day before we leave, he tracks me down and he gives me an ice cream. And you know what? It's small. And the year before, you'd given me a medium. Totally miffed out about that. Yeah, I can't believe it. Because of inflation, he should have given me a large.
Maybe.
But anyway, that night, as I was eating my cookies and cream, I realized my mistake, what I had missed. And that was, when he asked me how it felt to be a creeper, I should have said, well, I don't know, but it tastes like ice cream.
Well, I just paid the 50 cents and got ice cream. So I skipped
I got it
the
for
whole
free.
memorizing.
I got it for free, which was the
And-
best part. It didn't cost me anything except
Your
my
reputation.
Yeah. But that's okay. You only go there once a year. Next year, or next time we go, no one will even remember.
Hopefully.
Yeah. But it's too bad that it was Creeper, not Stalker, because there's a little more dignity in Stalker.
Are you sure?
Also, you can pass, like, people all the time, they're like, oh yeah, I check out people's social media, I'm such a stalker, when they're not really, like, legally culpable or anything.
I guess a creeper is creepier than a stalker.
It's also just lamer. You know, stalking takes work, lots of hard work. I'm Bryce,
I'm Spencer.
and this has been The Adequate Show.